It's another remarkable Tuesday, Kaitulay and dear Wanderers. Kumusta naman kayo ngayong Tuesday? I hope all is well with you despite the challenges that we have in life. And please know that God is 24/7 ready and available to help you. Yes, and with that note, I would like to welcome one and all to this wonderful English 10 learning adventure where you can wonder as you wonder. This is your tutor and at the same time tutor guide Rem from the division of Lapu-Lapu City, excited to teach you virtually yet heartily. I know na miss na natin si Tutor Guide Juday. So let us give her our warmest welcome back applause. Tutor Guide Juday, hello!
Hello! Hi, Tutor Guide Ram! Hello, our dear wanderers! Hi! I missed you all so much, really. I hope everyone is good and well today as we go on with our English town learning adventure. Well, I am very sure that you are ready, very much ready. So please hold on tight as our E2Li online tutorial takes you there. Once again, I am Tutor Guide Juday from Santa Rosa National High School, SDO Lapu-Lapu City. Hello, Tutor Guide Ram.
Yes, welcome back! Ang saya-saya.
Yes, thank you so much. And of course, to our dear wanderers. And yes, hello to our fellow Itolite tutors in the division of Lapu-Lapu City that's headed by Sir Glenny Lapping and Dr. Rubilin Pastrana. Hello. Tutor Guide Ram, shall we check our top 3 early bird wanderers? Let's see. Sino kaya ang nagta-top 3 ngayon? Congratulations! I missed this wanderer, Jamie Ponce BE. Hello, Jamie. Hi from Macabebe High School. You're the first. You're the first early bird wanderer. And yes, our ever active Rainiel Manaba de Vera. Hello, Rainiel. I missed you too, dear Rainiel. And yes, good afternoon. And the third one is our top 3 is Blevery and Bermundo Rivera. Good afternoon, watching from Ocampo National High School. Congratulations to our top 3 early bird wanderers.
I miss your voice, Tutor
Yay!
Guide Juday. You Wanderers, please type down your pa-welcome back naman para sa ating Tutor Guide Juday. I miss your voice po talaga.
Hello.
Dear Wanderers and
Yeah, miss na
Kaitulay,
miss ko rin mga
March
wanderers.
1,
Hello.
we celebrate Women's Month. And here are your tutor guides, Juday and Rem, reminding you something from the Bible, from Proverbs 31, verse 26. You can read with me. She opens her mouth with wisdom, and the teaching of kindness is on her tongue. So let's be kind. And yes, happy International Women's Month, everyone. And I know that you are all ready for this English to learning adventure where you can wonder as you wonder. Tutor Guide Juday.
Yes, Tutor Guide Ram. My dear wanderers, please invite your classmates, your schoolmates, and your friends so that they too can experience a happy learning so that also more will be reached as we teach. Please don't forget our hashtags. We have Itulay Level Up and Itulay English 10. Please don't forget that.
Yes, and do not forget to follow the Facebook pages and YouTube channels of DepEd Itulay, Educational Technology Unit, and DepEd TV Official. Yes, and let us have the WBO, our Wonders Best Outputs. So we are so glad because more and more Wonders are really submitting their nice outputs. So first we have these very good, actually excellent outputs from Macabebe High School. During the previous lesson, they were asked to compose an argumentative essay about convincing their parents in their participation for the limited face-to-face class. And as you can see, very nice outputs. So thank you so much, Macabebe High School. All right.
Yes, also Tutor Guide Ram, we have these outputs still from Macabebe High School, and we have to thank their teacher, Ma'am Vilma Mendoza and Sir Marco. Thank you so
Thank you
much,
so
ma'am and
much.
sir. Also, we have from Santa Lucia National High School. We have outputs
Yes.
from Santa Lucia National High School. Wonderful outputs. And yes, thanks to their teacher, Sir Ruel Santos. Sir Ruel, thank you so much for welcoming me back. Na-miss ko po kayong lahat.
Yes. And the biggest number of wonders to submit their outputs we have from Ocampo National High School. So very nice outputs, and their teacher, Ma'am Karen Primavera Bigea. Thank you so much, ma'am, for encouraging and inspiring our dear wonders to participate. So as you can see, very nice, not just good in quality, but at the same time, the aesthetic is there. So good job, and thank you so much. You made us really happy because of your outputs. Wow, congratulations.
Yes, Tutor Guide Ram. And these are the outputs from Ocampo National High School. Fantastic job, dear Wanderers. Thank you so
Yes.
much.
And
Right.
reminding
So we're done with the
everyone who's out there,
WBO.
yes, wow, for our Wonder of the Week, you are being reminded to stick to the class until the end. You know, Tutor Guy, Juday, and I are excited to choose who would be the wow for this week. But I think it's about time to review our standards here because we want the best. All right. So first, you're going to stick to the class until the end. Engage in the comment section, tag your friends, and yes, please keep on watching the video lesson until the end. And yes, share the video lesson with the hashtags Itolai Level Up and Itolai English 10. And do not forget to submit all your excellent outputs earlier. Do not be late. And yes, there will be an awarding every quarter. So please stay tuned for that. Throughout this 40-minute English 10 learning adventure, dear wanderers, you can hop from one spot to another and be able to experience this. First stop, review spot, where you can recall the previous lesson. Second stop, the trail thrill, where you can take challenges and earn challenge passes and tokens. How about that? For the third stop, you can hunt treasures, learning treasures. I mean, and for the fourth one, you can have the final trail or the final challenge where you can put into action, you apply every lesson or every learning treasure that you have hunted. And yes, for the fifth stop, the learning postcard, a very good souvenir just for you. And finally, we have the learning bucket for the sixth stop. I know that you are excited. Yes, Shooter Guy Jedi. So that's all for English 10 Learning Adventure. 6 stops for wonderful English 10 Learning Adventure. And congratulations, dear
Wow.
wonders! You have discovered two quarter two learning spots, the argumentative essay, argumentative writing techniques, and for today, you are going to discover something about informative and persuasive writing techniques. Right, Shirugai
Right,
Judai?
Tutor Guide Ram. Yes, indeed. So again, we are now on our third week of our quarter three, and we will talk about informative and persuasive writing techniques. Let's learn about it, and I hope this will help you in your writing skills and improve how you communicate well with, which is undeniably important. Right, Tutor Guide Ram?
Yes, yes, yes. For today's
Yes, yes,
learning
yes.
adventure,
Right.
be excited because you're about to take 3 challenges. And yes, we'll have a chance to earn 3 challenge passes and 25 tokens. Exciting.
25 tokens, right?
Yes.
Of course, thank you so much for our module reference today from DepEd Navotas and DepEd CAR CAR. Thank you so much.
Yes, welcome to the first stop, the review spot. During the previous lesson, you discovered something about argumentative essay and the techniques how to write it. So number one, you have to make your blank crystal clear. Type at the comment section, what is that word? All right, thank you so much. Yes, it's thesis. Make your thesis statement crystal clear so that your readers should be able to pinpoint immediately what your thesis is and other, or it would make your essay weak. So it's very important. And as well, you discovered how to, all right, so these are the example. This is the example rather. The use of technology and screen time can be positive for children. And another example, what is the best type of sandwich? The best type of sandwich is peanut butter and jelly. All right, Tutor Guy Jedi.
Right? And another technique is to use evidence to support your idea. Again, is use evidence to support your side rather. Be sure that you have facts to support every point that you make so that your essay becomes stronger and credible. Please don't forget that. And we have an example, Tutor Guide Ram. At
Yes.
least 7.3 million Filipinos lost their jobs because of the pandemic based on the record of the Philippine Statistics Authority. So this is an example of using evidence to support your side.
The
The third
third
one, Tutor Guide Ram.
technique you want is to show why the other side is weak. So you are going to present opposing arguments and then you counter them. This tells your readers that you have really considered all sides and determined which is better. So we have this as an example. I know that there are good reasons for the cell phone ban, such as students using them to cheat on tests. Another reason is that they can be used to organize illegal activities such as fights or truancy. Truancy is the action of staying away from school or being absent, to make it simple. But cheating, fighting, and truancy have been going on for much longer than students have had cell phones. Kids will always find a way to communicate about these things. So as you have noticed, there is the presentation of the opposing argument and making the other side weak. So there you go. And for the fourth technique, tutor guide Jedi,
Yes, Tutor Guide Ram. Use logical connectors. Okay, make sure to use appropriate logical connectors such as however, on the other hand, consequently, therefore, and so on. We have an example here, Tutor Guide Ram. Here, for example, moreover, the Department of Education should develop materials that would introduce the learners to expository text which deal with information. So this is an example of using logical connector. Here we are using moreover. Um,
yes,
Tour Guide Rem, thank you so much, Sir Ruel. Ang ganda ng advice ni Sir Ruel. Okay lang na mali yung answer. The important thing is you have to enjoy our session and learn with the tutors.
as
Yes,
always,
thank you, tutor.
every effort
Thank you,
is
Sir Ruel. Right.
yes, very well. Thank you for that. So we
Yes,
have
Tutor Guide
some tips
Rem.
in writing argumentative essays and lack. Yes, proofread. You really have to make sure that you have corrected or you will correct whatever errors that you can meet while editing and rereading your essay. So that's it. And tutor guide should I?
Yes, welcome to our second stop. We are now on our second stop. It's Trail Thrill. We are on challenge number one. Choose the best. So here you just have to check your background knowledge and to make you more prepared to learn better. Be engaging and enjoy. Okay lang na mali yung answer. Just enjoy answering.
True.
All right, let's start. Tutor Guide Rep for number one. So here you just have to choose the letter of the best answer. For number one, it is the most complex skill in communication. What do you think? Is it A, listening, B, reading, or C, writing? Dear wanderers, type in now your answer. Is it letter A, listening, B, reading, or C, writing? The most
Research.
complex skill. We have answers already. 1A, uh-huh, and others. Yes. Tutor Guide Ram, what is the correct answer? I think we have already given them 3 seconds, have we?
Yes.
It's more than 3 seconds. The correct answer actually is letter C, writing. Writing is the most complex skill in communication. Later on, you will find out why as we go on. John Levy,
Congratulations.
congratulations. For number
Now
two.
let's move to number two. This writing technique gives information and straightforward facts regarding a topic. Is it A, analytical, B, informative, or C, argumentative? You have 3 seconds, dear wanderers, to do it. Timer starts now. Go, go, go. And time is up. The correct answer for number two is letter B, informative. So, yes, you've got one token for correct answer. Number three, Tutor Guide Jedi.
Yes, for number three, informative writing is sometimes called blank writing. What do you think? Is it A, argumentative, B, explanatory, or C, narrative? Is it A, B, or C? 3 seconds. Okay, timer. starts now. What do you think is the correct answer here? For number three, informative writing is sometimes called. Yes, Gracie, Lian. It's letter B, explanatory. Good job. Congratulations.
Number
For number
4.
four,
That technique aims to persuade the readers by saying that everybody else has accepted the idea or that the majority is already doing it. Is it A, appeal to authority, B, bandwagon, C, rhetorical question? You've got 3 seconds and timer starts now. Is it A, B, or C? Time is up. The correct answer for number 4, dear wanderers, is B, bandwagon. You will discover about it later. So please tag your friends and continue watching and learning. Number 5,
yes, for number five, still you'll get one token for this, and you have 3 seconds to answer the question. Which type of writing aims to convince the readers to agree with the writer's opinion or perspective? Is it A, argumentative writing, B, informative writing, or C, persuasive writing? A, B, or C? Timer now. 5C, we have answers already. And let's reveal the correct answer, Tutor Guide Ram, for number five. It's letter C.
C.
Indeed, it's persuasive writing. Great job.
Way to go, dear wanderers. If you got 5 tokens, please comment down 5/5. And we will be checking that. So thank you so much. Welcome to
Yay.
another challenge called True or false, as simple as that. For this challenge, you will get a chance to have one challenge pass and 5 tokens. All you have to do is type the number together with the letter T or F, T for true or F for false. Number one for 3 seconds. I know you are ready. Transitional words and phrases are used in informative writing for a smooth flow of information. Is it true or false? T or F? Timer starts now. Go, 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 dear wanderers. Time is up. The correct answer is yes. You got it right. It's letter T, true. Yes, it's T. And you've got 1 token. Congratulations.
Good job. And let's go to number two. For number two, is this T or F? True or false? The thesis statement is one of the significant components of an informative text. Is it T or F? What do you think? Thesis statement, one of the significant components of an informative text. 3 seconds to answer, and let's reveal the correct answer to the diagram. The correct answer is true.
T.
Yes, this is true. And for number three,
Persuasive writing usually ends with a call to action. Is it true or false? T or F? 3 seconds now begin. Thank you for engaging, dear wanderers. I can see, wow, time is up. The correct answer for number 3 is T. Congratulations for those who got it right. You've got 1 token. And for the second to the last item, Tutor Guide Jedi.
for number four, biased information is needed in informative writing. What do you think? Do you need biased information? Is it a T or F? 3 seconds to answer. Three, two, one. Our timer, yes. What do you think is the correct answer? Is biased information needed in informative writing? The correct answer is actually false. And they got it right. Charmaine Rivera, hello.
Good job. And we're down to the last item for the second challenge. Accurate and essential data are not included in an informative text. Take note of that term, not. So is it T or F? 3 seconds for that, dear wanderers. You can do it. Oh, time is up. The correct answer for number 5 is false. It's needed. They are actually needed, essential and accurate. So you will discover more about it later. Why and why? You've got 1 token. Yes, bravo! Congratulations.
Wow!
You've got
Wow,
five
bravo
tokens.
everyone! Great job. I'm
Time
sure they
now.
get 5/5.
Correct. Should I guide you,
Yes. Yes, great job. And for now, we are now on our third stop. Welcome to our third stop. This is called Treasure Hunt. Please note, dear wanderers, that writing is the most complex. Okay, it's the most complex among the four macro skills in communication. Why? Because it takes years and a lot of practice to master this skill. So again, writing is the most complex among the four macro skills in communication. All right, and tour guide Ram for our objectives.
Yes, dear wanderers, you will be able to enumerate the techniques in informative and persuasive writing. You also can differentiate informative writing from persuasive writing. And at the same time, you are about to analyze the techniques in writing and informative and persuasive essay. So, yes, and of course, Shooter Guide Jedi, we have to
Yes,
take note
tutor
of
guide Ram. Yes, if writing is the most complex skill, then we should have best way to develop this skill. So we have to develop your writing skills, and how do we do that? By learning how to choose the most effective technique. So choose the most effective technique to get your message across. So that is what we will do today.
Yes, as what I have mentioned earlier, you are about to discover something about informative writing. No, you can just think about the verb inform, and at the same time, you can also discover about persuasive writing. On a simple note, you can just think about the verb persuade. But there's more to that. All right. So when you say informative writing, it is also known as explanatory or expository writing. This type of writing educates readers about a topic or subject. All right, Tutor Guide Jedi.
Right? Yes, tutor guide Ram. Please also remember that informative writing informs, that's the key word, informs others using credible sources as evidence. So we need facts, we need statistics, and research. And also, informative writing answers the five W's. What are the five W's? The who, where, when, what, why, and even the how. And
Yes.
we have examples. Okay, for example, we have the news articles. These are examples of informative writing. We also have almanac entries and instructional manuals. Yes,
Yes.
Tutor Guide Ram.
And we have techniques for our dear wanderers, Tutor Guide Jedi, for them to write their informative essays effectively. First, we have the tone. This has something to do with the attitude of the author. Should always be formal, objective, and neutral. This has to be based on facts, not a biased information. It's a big no. And the writer's opinions and beliefs do not have a place in informative writing. So please take note of that, dear wanderers. And yes, number two, the second technique is clarity. Claro. You have to be always what? Be specific. And you have to provide crystal clear answers to the five W's and one H, the how of your topic that you are about to write. So that's the second technique for informative writing. And for this, yes, another thing about clarity, Tutor Guide Jedi.
Yes, another thing that they have to remember about clarity is that these employ language that is clear, formal, and unbiased. It should not be biased. And of course, you can use transitional words appropriately.
Yes.
And for the
And the
third,
third technique, yes, Shirogai Jedi, we have the sequence or order. This has something to do with the arrangement of the information from the most relevant down to the least. So most relevant first. And of course, the inverted pyramid, I know that you are familiar about that. This is a good way to write and organize informative writing. And Shirogai Jedi is here to explain about this inverted pyramid presentation of the information. Right, Shirogai Jedi?
yes, Tutor Guide Ram. Our dear wanderers, please don't forget that when you write an informative text, you always start with the main points. So here, your lead paragraph contains the who, what, where, when, why, and your how. So that's the important, the main points. And it goes down to the more important information about the topic. You can add essential information. It's going down like an inverted pyramid until you reach to the less essential details. And these less essential details may be cropped by an editor. Sometimes they can crop anything just to make it less okay, less essential. Okay, the details should be less important, right, tutor guide Ram? So that is the inverted pyramid is actually very common and very known to our dear wanderers, right?
Yes, especially to those who are campus journalists, news writers, they know about it.
Right.
And say goodbye to informative writing. Let's focus now with persuasive writing. This is a type of writing that aims at convincing people to think, feel, or to act in the writer's way. And if you are a writer of this type of writing, you have to try to get your readers or audience to agree or to take an action. Right? And yes, Shiro Guide Jedi.
Right. Persuasive writing also contains the writer's opinion. Persuade your opinion, the opinion which he or she wants the readers to accept. So that is persuading, all right? And under persuasive writing, you also need the evidence or the information. These evidence or information will support your opinion as a writer. And of course, the action that the writer wants the readers to do. If you are writing a persuasive article or a persuasive writing, you have to make sure that the action, okay, there should be an action. What do you want your
Yes,
readers do? They should have an action, all right? So
true.
that's for persuasive writing. Your opinion, there should be an evidence and the action of your audience or readers. Right,
Another
Tutor
thing to
Guide
note
Ram?
about persuasive writing, dear wanderers, is for you as a writer to combine thorough research with good word choice in order to make his or her opinions believable and get the readers to agree with him or her. Yes, all right. So, okay, and yes, another thing, you have examples, tutor guide, should I to share to us?
Yes, examples of persuasive writing. We have editorials, my favorite. All right. And we have the print ads. Ads are very common these days because it's election time. And
And the
another
favorite of
one of my
everybody.
favorite is love letter. I like love letters.
All
So these
right.
of persuasive writing. Why love letters, tutor guide Rem? Because you have to convince the reader, you have to convince the other one reading to love you back. Wow, to win his or her heart. That's an example,
Correct.
really, of persuasive writing. All right, so tutor
Yes,
guide
but dear
Rem.
wonders, do not focus on love letters at this stage of your life, okay? You have to hold your
Yeah.
boyfriend, not your boyfriend's hand. Now, let's have the persuasive writing techniques. First, rhetorical question. I know that this is the first time that you hear this phrase. So, this is a question that is not intended to be answered. Instead, it is meant to state the obvious, challenge the readers, and make them think. Something like that. So, Tutor Guide Jedi, please continue. I miss Tutor Guide Jedi. Tutor Guide
Yes,
Jedi.
example. For the rhetorical question, again, this is not intended to be answered. For example, here, wouldn't you do everything to make your family happy? Of course. Wouldn't you do everything to make your family happy? Not your boyfriend. All right.
All
Tour guide
right.
Ram.
Second technique for in writing persuasive text, we have repetition. This has something to do, obviously, with repeating key words or phrases that will likely make your readers remember them. All right. So we have here, Tutor Guide Jedi, an example.
Yes. For example, under repetition, we have what I didn't realize back then was just how dangerous secondhand smoke was. Secondhand smoke is indeed very dangerous. You repeated secondhand smoke, right?
Yeah.
So this is an
And
example
dangerous.
of
Correct.
repetition.
With the
Okay.
emphasis of the adverb very. So there you go. No smoking, please. Reminder
Yeah,
to
no
everyone.
smoking.
The third technique is bandwagon. So this is the technique that convinces a reader to believe in an idea because the majority or everybody else believes it's true. So we have a good example, right, Tutor Guide Jedi?
Yes, tutor guide Ram. For example, 9 out of 10 students got higher grades because of the modular learning setup. Modular learning setup, 9 out of 10. So you are stating here some kind of technique, like which is bandwagon.
Yes, so because
The
it's
fourth
not
one.
only one Tutor Guide Jedi. So
Yeah,
this
9 out of 10.
is
Wow,
unlucky that the
amazing.
rest. Oh, I will also think this
Right.
way that it's effective to have modular learning setup because 9 out of 10 students got higher grades. So the fourth technique is appeal to emotion. Just like how Tour Guide Jedi's voice has appealed to my emotion. It
Amazing.
So this is actually the use of emotive language that can help your audience be swayed to really agree with the writer, because all of those descriptive words to make the listener or the audience, have strong feelings for that matter. Example for that is when you say, let me just uh, think like an innocent bystander was murdered in a cold blood in a certain
Wow.
place. So it's emotive. I mean, it's a sample of a statement that stirs up your feelings. So that's a kind with emotive language rather. So that really appeals to your emotion, right? Should our guide should I?
Yes, tour guide Ram. And we have
Oh,
an example here. Yeah, for
oh yeah,
example, be thankful that you have more than what you need. You have to be thankful, really. Other children do not have a roof above their head, but they study harder than anyone. Very good example here in our island, in Olango Island. Most of the houses here are really, it's roofless. Wala na.
exactly.
Nasira ni Odette. So still, you have
Yes,
to be thankful that you have more than what you need, because most or other children, especially those affected by Typhoon Odette, they really don't have anything.
yes. Pero audit lang siya, mga wonder
Audit lang
fruits.
siya. Mhm.
Also know
Kaya
that
go
when
pa
you
rin yung
have,
mga students namin dito sa Olango kahit wala na yung mga kahit nawawala yung mga module nila tour guide RAM, pumupunta pa rin sila sa school, humahabol pa rin sila.
yes,
Gumagawa pa rin sila ng mga para sa learning should
yes.
go on. So,
Yeah, thank you for
it's
sharing,
something
Sugar Guide
nice.
Juday. And to conclude the technique in how in writing persuasive text, we have appeal to authority. So, as a writer, you have to establish yourself as an authority in the topic that you are writing by using facts, figures, and other proofs that supports your opinions or claims. And we have here an example. Tutor Guide Juday, please.
Yes, for example, the statistics show that the crime rate has decreased. The city mayor has also confirmed it. So there is an appeal to authority here, and then you have noted the city mayor. So you
Yeah,
use city mayor, and then you have used the statistics about the crime rate that has
true.
decreased.
Yes, and take note, dear writers, that as a writer, sometimes or usually use two or more of the techniques that were discussed a while ago in composing persuasive text to add impact to statements. But you should know first your audience, the kind of reader, the kind of audience that you will be having before writing the target readers, yes, for you to really identify the best techniques that would really work. As what Shurudai Judai has mentioned a while ago, technique is very important. Choosing the appropriate and the best technique for that matter, because you have chosen your reader, your target audience, then that's the time that you can have the appropriate technique out of those various techniques that have presented a while ago. And yes, Shurudai Judai,
Yes, Tour Guide Graham. We are now on our fourth stop, the final thrill. This is now our third challenge. Recognize me. But before that, Tour Guide Ram, allow me to acknowledge some of the schools, our students from different schools. We have many
yes,
students from Santa Lucia National High School, and we also have
hello.
students from Hanawan National High School. Are you
Ah,
familiar with where is Hanawa National High School? Please type in Kian where is what's the where
I
can you find
see
Hanawan? Do you
Anahawan,
know?
somewhere in Southern
It's
Leyte. What
Hanawa National High
school?
School. Good
Yes.
afternoon. Wow, and
Welcome,
of course
welcome.
Makabebe High School. We also
Yes,
have
what an LCM
from Godofredo Reyes Senior National High School, SDO Camarines Sur.
Hello.
Wow!
Welcome,
Hello
welcome.
and welcome to our English 10 learning adventure. And let's go back to our third challenge. Recognize me. Let's start,
Yes.
Tutor
So
Guide Rep.
all you have to do is to read and label each paragraph. So you are going to type your answer at the comment section. Which is which? Is it an introduction, evidence, or call for action? So introduction, evidence, and call for action are the parts of persuasive writing. So all you have to do again is to type what part of persuasive essay is this given example. We have here many students do not know how to process the text. Their lack of knowledge is one reason the country performs disappointingly in reading tests, opined by one of the officials of the Reading Association of the Philippines. So when you say opined, this means to state an opinion. So you have 10 seconds for that, and our timer starts now. Is it introduction, evidence, or call for action? One item is worth 5 tokens, and time is up. Is it introduction, evidence, or call for action? The answer for number one is evidence. If you got it right, you have 5 tokens. Let us check. All right, congratulations. Wow, congratulations, Harchi Ramos Dansalan. It's evidence. And Eliza, good job. Second item, tutor guide Jedi.
Yes, for number two, you're going to think if this is an introduction, an evidence, or a call for action. Action. For number two, the dismal performance of the Philippines in the 2018 Program for International Student Assessment, or PISA, sends the message that the country's educational system need to take reading instruction seriously, really, particularly in upskilling teachers and developing effective materials for reading instructions. What do you think? Is this an introduction, an evidence, or call for action? You have 10 seconds to answer. Shall we start our timer? Yes, think. What do you think? Is this
Shall we start
introduction,
our
evidence,
timer?
or call for
Yes.
action? And by the way, when you say dismal, it means
Time is up.
depressing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, time is up. The correct answer here is tour guide Ram. It's introduction. So this is a part of your introduction. Again, dismal is depressing. Let's proceed. You have 5 tokens.
Congratulations. And the last item, the reading problem is a national issue. There has to be an immediate evaluation of the curriculum. Also, the government must consider allocating more funds to the education sector to train teachers and fund the creation and evaluation of quality teaching and learning materials. What is this part? You have 10 seconds. Oh, I hope
We have answers
that
already.
I have just we have
That's
call for
okay.
action.
We
We
have
have
answers already.
5 tokens.
Yes,
Call for
actually,
action.
our
Let's try
students,
to.
our wanderers, yeah, our wanderers already answered call for action. They're very bright.
Oh,
Superb, dear
fast.
wanderers. I'm sure since you have 5 tokens for each item, you have a total of 15 points. Therefore, you just got your 50 tokens. Great job, dear wanderers.
Don't forget to
And
type your tokens. Yes, and
yes,
yesterday,
kindly
guys,
write
I
your
checked
scores.
3 challenge classes and 25 tokens, the perfect score for today's learning adventure. And for the fifth stop, the learning postcard. So please take a screenshot for this. All you have to do is with a Venn diagram as this has given to you. You are going to compare the two writing techniques, informative and persuasive, identify one similarity and one difference between the two. So 3 seconds to take a screenshot. One, two, three. SSD. Thank you so much. And
SSD.
yes, please use this link or scan this QR code to submit your outputs. The tutor guide Juday and I will have an easier tracking system for your outputs because we really want to choose the best and to really respect your time and effort in doing this the submission of your outputs. So thank you so much. So this is how the drive looks like. It's actually being edited so that you can actually submit it. Okay, so there you go. We're almost done. Thank you for still sticking.
Yay! Right, we are now on our sixth stop, our learning bucket. So here, dear wanderers, you have just discovered the differences of informative writing and persuasive writing. Way to go, dear wanderers.
You have also discovered the
Nice.
purpose and the characteristic of the two writing styles. And yesterday, guide Juday, the techniques.
Yes, what are the techniques? We have the tone, The clarity and the sequence or the order. Tone,
That's
clarity, and sequence or
exactly.
order.
While for the persuasive text, you have the rhetorical question, repetition, bandwagon, appeal to emotion, and appeal to authority. And not just that, you also discovered three unfamiliar terms. We have truancy, being absent, opined, to state an opinion, and dismal, depressing. It's an adjective that means nakaka-depress. All right, so yes.
Yeah. Yes, and of course, our references for today's session, we have it here. Thank you so much for our references. And of course, we would like to appreciate your feedback, dear wanderers. We hope that you will continue answering our feedback form. Kindly make sure po to give an honest feedback so that we can help you learn better. Thank you so much.
Yes, and we would like
And
to appreciate our program head and actually our director for today's session, the ever
yes,
excellent
thank
and
you.
supportive program head, May Sevilla. And thank you for sharing all the video lessons from English 7, English 8, 9, and this video lesson. Thank you so much, dear Wanderers, for sharing all the video lessons in English Junior High School tutorials. So there you go.
Yes, yes, yes. I hope that you have had another wonderful learning adventure, dear wanderers. This has been your tutor guide today, reminding you all to be judicious in writing informative and persuasive texts.
And I am your tutor guide, Rem from Basak Night High School, Lapu-Lapu City. Excited to teach you next Tuesday, virtually yet heartily.